As a nonprofit, our travel needs are unique because we're always looking at the stewardship of resources. Our income comes from individual donations, charitable donations to our company. And so we're looking at getting the best value for money when our travelers are on the trips that they need to take for business purposes. And so we look at stewardship from a number of different lenses. It's not just the lowest cost option, but it's also the lowest logical travel. And so that includes not just the cost of a ticket, but it also includes employee well-being, stewardship of their time, as well as the best value for money. What we're looking for really is kind of that mix of what is a ticket cost, but what is the impact of that travel on our employees. The longer we've been with FCM is that the agents are getting to know our business a little bit better. And they're able to, when we work through the agents versus the online booking tool, they're able to understand some of the needs of our company. They're able to understand the needs of our travelers and make really good suggestions that enable that travel to be the most effective. Sometimes that means managing the stopovers that our female travelers might have. And so the agents have the ability to sort of monitor where people are going, and by knowing our employees and what they need, they're able to make really good suggestions on how to get where they need to go in the safest possible way. So for the balance of calendar 24, I've got two primary goals. The first one is to finish our implementations. I don't have authority to mandate that the entire organization move over to FCM. And so I've really had to advocate and show the value of the program to each of our different regional leaders and get them to buy into the program. And so far, we've got about 45% of our offices that are using FCM, and my goal by the end of the calendar year is to hit about 90%. And that may be as good as I'm gonna get because there's quite a lot of independence with our offices in making their own decisions. So that's goal number one. Goal number two is now that we have about a year and a half of spend history, I can start to see what carriers we're flying both in the US and internationally. I can see what hotel chains we're using, and we can begin to negotiate based on that spend history, perhaps some global deals or global pricing that are going to help overall in our portfolio of travel. So we're partnering with FCM in a number of different ways. I am in weekly contact with my account managers, and they have been phenomenal. They've showed me a number of different opportunities and sort of ancillary tools that we can look at. FCM is helping us with a lot of integrations, for example, expense connector, so that we can start to see a little bit more between Concur on the expense side and FCM on the travel side. We're also, I think, working really closely with FCM consulting. I've got an on-staff person working on my team and helping us with some of the analytics and the reporting and doing some of that spend management tracking that I was talking about just a moment ago. And she will be, giving me information about where we're at and helping us to negotiate some of those more global contracts.